No, that's very good. There was some story about a pizza shop in Eretz Yisrael that he went in, the pizza owner locked the doors. You were not there at that time, right?
It wasn't a pizza shop. It was a sweatshop.
Oh, sweatshop.
But I wasn't there.
Oh.
I know. I heard the story. That was the one year. I mean, not 1 year, because this year we didn't go also. But in all the years, I think that I know Rabbi Yitzchak, we went for Lag BaOmer. I had the schus of going with him.
Right.
Except for 3 years ago, when I had my son, which is Shimon Yankov Aaron. We named him Shimon because it's 2 weeks before Lag BaOmer, so I didn't go. But that year, I heard the following year, someone took me, one of the guys that were there, took me shopping for t-shirts and sweatshirts from the kids.
Right.
And I met the guy.
Ah.
So I met him, and then the guys that were on the trip that were there the year before told me over the story as if we were reliving it in Eretz Yisrael, which was, I mean, first of all, it was different because I could tell you a year later,
right,
when we walked into the store the first time I met the guy, he was laning the Parsha of the week.
Right.
Which this was a guy that, I'm not so sure he was from the year before.
Right.
Not necessarily, I mean, he was dati, but he definitely pushed himself in a direction. A year later, I mean, he wasn't expecting to see us when we walked into the store. It was an unexpected visit.
Right.
But I'm telling you, Moshe, the store was empty. He was sitting and reading, Parsha of the week.
That was
the first thing he saw, his eyes lit up. Oh, how's the Rav? Where's the Rav? Is he in Israel also? Because Rabbi Yitzchak, when we're in, he sends us out to do our chores so he can do his thing in the apartment on his own. When we're a lot of guys, this way nobody interferes with
what he does.
His limud or his learning. Because when we're there, I mean, no distractions. But I wasn't there that year, but I know the story well.
Well, you also saw the way Rabbi Yitzchak davens, like for instance.
No, the intensity of tefillah is. I mean, that's.
People never get to see that part.
No, it's a tremendous chus. I mean, I remember the first year we went. We were talking about 3.5 hours straight just before we went to Meron. It was just in Kfar.
Right.
Where we went to certain Kfar, and not just. It was 3.5 hours in one spot after doing an hour and a half in a spot before, after doing 45 minutes in a spot before.
Right.
All leading up to, so we did Tilum Yom and then went dancing, or we took turns coming to back to Rebbe, because after 9 years I'm not going to say I have the patience to, but 3 hours now I can go.
Right.
Before that it was more like you're antsy and the next guy's got to come to see if he's okay, or but the intensity was tremendous.
Well, you see him standing in one spot, no drinks, no nothing, in the hot sun, or occasional drink maybe.
Occasional drink, but most of the time not. I mean, most of the time. I mean, actually, in the beginning, first few years, it was. I don't think even. I mean, then his health was a little bit better, but I don't think then there was talking no stops for drinks.
Right.
No stops for sitting.
Right.
Recently, later, I mean, not that there's more people, and when it is hot nights and stuff like that, but
it's very hot.
There's definitely no talking. There's no talking. There's no stopping. There's no stopping.
Right.
But
and he's outlasting everyone around him.
It's funny.
Yeah.
No, because I can tell you the glow and the level, or you'll see that where he is at after is tremendous. I remember one year when he just finished doing his tikkun by Reb Shimon. So a bunch of my friends, Americans, met us on the way down. So they quickly jumped in. They wanted to get a bracha. No time better than then.
Right.
And I remember one of the guys asked the question, he was having certain things going on in the house, and I think Rabbi Yitzchak told him every mezuzah in his house that was puzzle. At that, in a second, this door. He's never been to his house much.
Right.
But he knocked off, every mezuzah till the psul. Not this mezuzah is a problem.
See the
this mezuzah is this. This mezuzah. I mean, this is after. So we know. See, that's when you can ask me certain times, how quick. I'm saying the depth or the clarity. Sometimes, after doing avodah for so long, might have been, if we can let Rabbi Yitzchak meditate for 8 hours a day, maybe we'll get that much more out of him if he's be willing to say. I don't know,
right?
Because he has a very, very, very good at controlling himself not to say.
Right.
That doesn't mean that he doesn't know. That we know, but it was amazing to see that.